postcard views to share with you today. Maybe you're wondering why I call this video series Dennis's America or Dennis's United States. And the reason is because I disown the United States of today. It's crazy. It's crazy. But the United States back in the day, that's where I would feel the most comfortable. And you know, it's not a racist thing. I've talked to many people of color here in Saginaw who feel the same as I do, that it was better in the past. And anyways, let's take a look at some cards. We're going to look at cards they're primarily from Atlantic City, New Jersey today. The coastal resorts of New Jersey have been one of the United States' most popular tourist spots for a very long time. Atlantic City itself is like a shining jewel of that region. I have some really cool antique and vintage postcards here to show you today from my collection, and I hope that you'll enjoy them because I think they're pretty awesome. And the first one is this here, and this first card is postmarked May 1929, and it's a powerful image showing the men who kept the coastal waters safe for its thousands of yearly visitors, and seen here launching a lifeboat. These guys were ready at the drop of a hat, and they look pretty tough and rugged too. It's a really cool card. I like that one of my favorites. So next, this is a 1922 postcard, and it shows us the sturdy boardwalk and neatly groomed beach. Hundreds waited on the dock to watch the launching of an airship, according to the caption, though I don't see any airships shown on the image itself. Yeah, but it's a really cool color image, and even though it's dated, as I said, 1922, it's an earlier image. I would say the postcard itself actually goes back to about 1910, that era. Number 3 is, you know, it always seems in the summer that the beaches are full. This card is captioned "Bathing Scene in front of in front of Marlborough Blenheim and Timor hotels." And you know, to me it would be amazing to be able to go back in time and just spend a leisurely week or two on the boardwalk at Atlantic City back in that era. I think it would be so cool. But I'm afraid though that I wouldn't want to come back. Despite the medical advancements and things, I would not want to come back. I would stay back in that era, most definitely. Now, I really like this shot. This is 1923, and it's a bustling nightlife on the boardwalk in front of the new Traymore Hotel, excuse me. And on the lower right, check out the wicker carts, powered by a man, giving rides to those who could afford it. I wonder how many people this hotel could host. And imagine what a huge staff it must have had to maintain, a building like that. Be phenomenal. Be so awesome to see inside there. I have to look for some postcards that maybe show the inside of some of these hotels. Number 5 is dated 1928, and this postcard is captioned "Boardwalk and Beach at South Carolina Avenue, showing the steel pier across the bottom." Is a better look at those wicker carts that I just showed you in the other slide, as they're transporting guests. They're man-powered. One man pushed each cart, and from what I've been able to tell on these, it was usually a man of color. So, but check out the huge hotel in the upper left. Fun in the sun. Definitely fun in the sun. All right. Now we're going to jump to 1934 with this card, which shows the beach and boardwalk at Concert Hall in Ocean City, New Jersey, actually. And there are a lot of folks in the water, but in the foreground the people are nicely dressed for perhaps a musical event in the concert hall or outside the concert hall. Just again, that would be almost like going to a gazebo in a 1900 town where the band was playing and everybody was outside and enjoying the fresh air and the beautiful, live music. And yeah, they were good times, I would think. Now we visit 1937 at the beach at Wildwood by the Sea, and while there are a lot of people and it is a nostalgic scene. The beach doesn't look quite as well kept or attractive as at Atlantic City, but I don't suppose they all would be able to be. Still, I would not mind spending a week or two, even here. Pretty cool. This one's from 1938, and this is an unusual card in that the sender has printed the names by a number of bathers. And this makes me wonder if the sender really knew these people. And, at any rate, the card is captioned, "The beach east of Convention Hall, Cape May, New Jersey." The water, look at that, lovely robin's egg blue, and I love the colors that they used to use on these postcards back in the day, because they're overdone yet soft pastels, many of them. Now this next one, we're jumping way ahead to 1954, and look at the stark difference in the colors. The colors on this are vibrant and just out there in your face. 1954, the year before I was born. Notice how much the styles have changed since the first card I just showed you. Depicted is the Midway at the Palisades Amusement Park. And check out that roller coaster at the top right. Looks like it might even be kind of rickety. It would be fun, if not a challenge by today's standards. But even this would be a fun era to visit, the 1950s. Anything but 2020, 2021. This era sucks. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. Most of you would anyways. We're going to go back a bit again. Yeah, this is the wrong postcard. Sorry. We're going to go back a bit again, and this is 1938. And this is a nighttime postcard. And why did I just say 1938? That's very wrong. It's 1916. Time to put my glasses back on, I think. Anyways, 1916, geez. My dad and mom would have been 2 years old. Here again, this is an inviting nighttime scene. We visit the Marlboro Blenheim Hotel with the $1 Million Pier at Atlantic City, and imagine the stories being played out behind each of the hundreds of windows that are in that massive hotel structure. Just unfathomable to me, the amount of people that stayed there and that worked there. Incredible. Now, this one is from 1925, and it's a daytime image again of the Marlboro Blenheim Hotel, and it sure would be fun to take a ride in one of those wicker carts you see there. There's a line of them filled with people. Looks almost like every dude in the image has the same hat on too, but it was very popular at the time. I believe it was popularized by one of the Roosevelts, if I'm not mistaken. But it was too early probably to be Franklin, so it would have been maybe Teddy, Theodore. But the hotel is quite magnificent again. In this picture, it serves to show the grandeur of that era, when buildings were not just square blocks that made you feel like you're looking at, what are you looking at? It's not fun to look at modern architecture. These old buildings had style, they had character, and they appealed to the true artistic soul that God put in each and every one of us. Lastly, for this episode, is this postcard marked 1925 also. And this one shows the pavilion and beach at 96th Street, Stone Harbor, New Jersey. And check out the building, or the bathing beauties in the foreground, who seem to be having a lot of fun covering up some lucky guy with sand. Lucky? Well, sure, he's got their attention. I would say he's pretty darn lucky. I have a huge collection of postcards from New Jersey, but that's what I'm going to show you for this episode. We'll be looking at postcards again from New Jersey, not next time, but from a lot of places around the country. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll stop back and see me again. One thing I want you to remember in these hectic, chaotic times we live in, here at Charlie Cat Productions and the Dennis Morrison channel, there are always people and cats who love you. God bless you. See you soon.